In the land of Anazar, a once thriving community of civilians, trading, and beauty, there had been two guardians of the kingdom. The two were respected by their people and were given gifts and cultural holidays dedicated to bringing the kingdom together annually. It had been a routine for the people of Anazar to bond together, considering how the king and queen had feared the community would one day be torn apart due to any of the dangers lurking in the outskirts of the mainland or other kingdoms across the seas colliding into conflict. But the smiles and cheerfulness of the kingdom had thought to be a bond never to be broken, until that fear became Anazar's worst nightmare of a reality. The king had been murdered by a unique and once accepted diversity of the human race, Enchanteds, the beings that obtained the power of inhumane abilities which were gained in an encased lock at birth, a pendant. Each Enchanted had separate abilities, whether it be the gain of flight or the advantage of teleportation. The king had been killed by one of the Enchanteds, leaving a devastating and destructive impact on the kingdom's history and future from then on. The queen ordered for all Enchanteds to be punished by execution, and if any Enchanted were to be found roaming about Anazar, they were to be killed immediately. The rules and security had grown hostile and strict, and had become more cruel after the kingdom was taken over by a new leader just a few years after the prior king's death. Anazar had fallen weak, and its economy had fallen low. The population decreased greatly, the annual traditions stopped abruptly, and the remaining of the kingdom's land grew quiet under the new leader. The people of Anazar were fearful of the unknown ways of the Enchanteds. They were unsure where the species had run off to, but they had a slight sense of relief, as Enchanteds had never returned to Anazar after the event. Another kingdom, the Kingdom of Dregan, was an opposing land from Anazar, which settled a vast distance away across a great plain of forest, which helped separate the two kingdoms. The kingdoms had always held tension between each other from hundreds of previous years of wars and trading haggles. The two kingdoms had grown quiet in communication after Anazar's royal death. Though this was a stressful aura, the Enchanteds faced positive impacts from the silence and tension. Enchanteds had settled in Dregan, willingly being accepted into the kingdom, afraid to ever step foot in the direction of Anazar again. The species grew and helped populate the kingdom to where it stands today, being ruled over by the royals King Andrew and Queen Arabella, 16 years after the terrifying event at Anazar. The community of this large kingdom has been thriving ever since with the help of Enchanteds, helping expand with more armies, supplies, and tourism. It's present day now, and Dregan is still standing with a strengthened economy, while all has lost touch with Anazar.
Hey, Quinn! What are you doing?
I thought it was pretty obvious. Cloud watching.
Cloud watching is like the golf part of watching things.
What's wrong with golf? Would you rather have me birdwatch?
Yes, I would. Birds are so cute. And there's so many varieties of them. Clouds are just so vague and boring. They're all the same, basically.
I'm guessing Leo told you about birds?
No! Maybe just a little bit. But still, just because he can speak with animals doesn't mean he's the Albert Einstein of nature, weirdo.
Whatever you say. Anyway, how have you and Ruby been?
We've been doing alright. Oh, you know what she made last night? Lasagna. With garlic bread.
The one night I wasn't over. How could she?
Have you talked to the others at all recently?
Yeah, all of them. They've been busy lately, though. Except for Xena. She actually wants to meet up at that Melusine restaurant today. Would that be cool with you? Get some breakfast in and stuff, even though you were spoiled with a good meal last night?
Sure, that'll be nice. I have no clue where that is, though, so you'll have to lead the way.
Quinn, Willow, hey.
Hi, Xena. How have you been?
I'm actually pretty good. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Quinn, how about you? Find a girlfriend yet?
My god! We haven't seen each other in like a day. Calm down. I don't think I'll be having a date anytime soon. What about you, You got a boyfriend in the span of a day?
Please. Daniela would kill me before I could get a boyfriend. Enough talking out here, though. I'm starving like a cannibalistic centaur on an island. Let's get inside.
Oh yeah! Don't you remember archery camp that we all did a few months ago?
Yeah, we should all go out and do something together again. That archery camp was really fun.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel going down to Achaidh, though.
What do you mean? You know I love going down to that forest.
I know, silly. It's not like I'm forbidding you from going there. I just heard something going around the kingdom about the guards saying somebody went missing while crossing kingdoms through there.
I mean, that's only one missing person from all other people who have crossed through there. I bet the person is already at another kingdom and word just hasn't been out yet.
Yeah, besides, Achaidh is like the biggest force surrounding Dregan. There's no way people won't stop going down to it from its beauty. Especially Willow.
Alright, you got me there. Just be careful around there. Quinn's right. It's a pretty large forest, meaning there can be anything in it, okay?
I will. You don't gotta worry about me. Well, that breakfast was really good. Thanks for that idea, Xena.
Anytime.
You ready to head out?
Actually, I was thinking I could go with Xena to the capital. She's been wanting to see that weird statue thing of the first emperor that was here for some reason.
Sure, you two have fun.
You want to come with? It's nothing special, really.
I think I'll be alright. I have something to do anyway. Hey Zeus, how have you been, buddy? You haven't been telling your owner I've been seeing you, right? Good. I knew I could trust you, bud. Thankfully, you can't talk, so it wouldn't matter. Unless you met Leo, but that's another story. Yeah. You know, Zeus, I guess you're not the only defective one, huh? It's hard to be around enchanteds for me. I'm just like them, but I'm not. I'm not a human either. So, I have no idea what category I can fit into. Sometimes I feel like I don't even belong here in Dregan. Is that weird? I know I'm sounding rather stupid, but it's just hard not being an actual enchanted with the others. This pendant is just sitting on my neck, being useless. I can't even take it off, which is annoying. It just shows how much more worthless I am. Everyone says being different is so special, but it's not when you're me. Sorry, bud. Hey, there's this cute little pond over there. Let's go check it out. You were really energetic today. Good job, bucko. Whatever your owner's been feeding you is obviously good. Make sure he continues. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Hey kiddo, just in time for dinner.
What are you making this time?
Tacos!
Another favorite of mine. You rock. You know what I enjoy telling people?
What's that?
That I get to brag about my aunt being the Gordon Ramsay of Dregan.
That's correct. Now come eat your food before I feed you to the crocs. So, how was your day? Is Quinn finally dating somebody? That lonely man.
Well, I guess Xena's not the only one having high hopes for him. But no. Let me tell you all about it.
Sometimes when you're here